Okay, so now we're on to graphing inequalities. And for this section, you have an extra space below on the first page. This is for you to write your notes down, okay, because there's different steps to solve um, for graphing inequalities. Okay, graphing inequalities is similar to graphing equations, linear equations. We just have this inequality, and when we have something that's an inequality, that means that you can have a number of solutions, not just a few or just one. Okay, um, how to graph them is very similar to graphing linear equations. So when we're doing each problem, we're going to take pretty much the same steps. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, and we have our equation here, y is greater than 2x plus 3. Okay, uh, here are your inequality signs just to review. This is greater than. We have less than. We have greater than or equal to. And then we have less than or equal to. Okay, so those are our four inequalities. This first example, y is greater than 2x plus 3, and I'm just erasing this to make some room. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to graph this similar to y equals 2x plus 3. Okay, remember y equals mx plus b. Okay, so how do we graph that? Well, first thing we do is we'll call this step A now instead of step 1. We're going to plot B, okay, because B represents our y-intercept. Now in this case, B equals 3, so we're going to go to 3 on the y-axis. That's our y-intercept. That's where the line crosses the y-axis. Second step is to use the slope to get the second point. Now if we look at this, m represents our slope. Our slope is 2, or 2 over 1. So from the y-intercept, we're going to rise 2 and run 1. 1, 1, 2, run 1. Okay, and then you're going to put a point right there. Alright, I'm going to erase my jumps just so they're out of the way. But my point's going to be right here, my second point. Okay, once you have 2 points, you could draw a line through the 2 points, but don't draw one just yet. Okay, the second step, all right, we have our 2 points. All right, we're going to draw a line through the 2 points, but here's where it changes. Okay, because we have an inequality, sometimes our line will tell us whether the answers are included in our line or not included in our line. Okay, if we have greater than or less than, our line is going to be dotted. All right, we're going to draw a dashed line. What this means is our line is not included in our solutions. Okay, so whatever's on our line, all the points that are on our line is not included in our solutions. But if we have greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to, then the line's going to be solid. All right, because our line will include solutions to the equation. Okay, for instance, and you don't have to write this down because I'm going to erase it in a minute. All right, if I chose this point here, which is 0, 3, and I plugged it into my equation, y is greater than or equal to, greater than 2x plus 3, if I plug that solution in, all right, 0 for x, and then 3 for y, I will get 3 is greater than 3. Is that true? Is 3 greater than 3? No. All right. So this point right here is not a solution to our equation. It's kind of like the boundary line. Okay? Boundary line. Okay? So that's why we're going to draw a dotted line through the 2 points. All right? If you need a ruler, come see me. But here's my dotted line. All right? Now, third step. You have to extend the page here. Third step. Okay? What we're going to do is, with inequalities, we're going to shade. Okay? Just like if you're doing this problem here. Alright, you're graphing on a number line, and here's 4, and we said, alright, that's an open dot, and we're going to shade this way, away from 4 because it's greater than 4. Okay, here, okay, we're going to take our equation, okay, and we're going to substitute in any point not on the line. Okay, any point not on the line. Alright? And the best to use is the origin. Okay, 0, 0. Alright, so we look at our graph. Okay, we're going to choose a point that's not on the line. Now the best to use is 0, 0. So if 0, 0 is not on our line, which in this case it isn't, we could use it. Okay? So let's sub in any point not on the line, and the best to use is 0, 0. What that means is we're going to take 0, 0, the origin, and we're going to plug it in for y and x. So 0 is greater than 2 times 0 plus 3. Okay? And we get 0 is greater than 2 times 0 plus 3 is 3. Alright? What we did here is we tried to figure out, does this point work? Is this point part of our solutions? Okay? Is 0 greater than 3? No. Okay? No. So that leads to our fourth step. If we get no, we're going to shade the other side of the line. If it was yes, we would shade the side with the point we used. Okay, so in this case we got no for an answer because 0 is not greater than 3. Okay, so that means that 0, 0, this point right here, is not a solution to our inequality. Okay, if I plugged in 0, 0 in for this equation, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't make sense, which we tried. Okay, and that includes everything on the right side of our line. Okay, but if I chose something on this side, and I'm going to shade this side, if I chose something on this side, it would fit our inequality. So we're going to shade this side. Okay, and that's our solution. That's how we graph inequalities. Let's try the next one. Okay, we have y is less than or equal to negative 3x minus 6. Okay, first step is we're going to graph this like y equals negative 3x minus 6. Okay, we're going to First steps, step 1A, plot B. Okay, plot B, so B is -6, so we're going to go down to -6 on the y-axis. Plot my first point. Okay, then we're going to use the slope. In this case, the slope is -3/1, so we're going to go down 3 over 1 to the right. Down 3 over 1 to the right from our y-intercept. Okay. Step 2. Alright, dotted or solid. What kind of a line are we going to draw? Alright, our inequality will tell us that. In this case, our inequality is less than or equal to. Alright, which tells us, let's go back. If it's less than or equal to, alright, then we draw a solid line. Okay, so we're going to draw a solid line this time through our 2 points. It would help if okay. Third step, sub in any point that's not on our line. Well, I said that 0, 0 is the best. 0, 0 is not on our line. Okay, so we're going to sub in 0, 0 into our inequality. 0 is less than or equal to -3 times 0 minus 6. 0 is less than or equal to -6. Alright, is that true? Is 0 less than -6? No. That's not true. So we're not going to shade the side with the point. Alright, so this side right here is not our answer. Okay, because our point 0, 0 is on that side. It's this side right here, including the line because it's equal to, less than or equal to. Alright, and there's our answer for number 2. I think I have time for one more. Alright, y is greater than or equal to -1/2 x plus 2. Alright, plot B, which in this case, B is 2. Alright, use the slope. Okay, so I'm going to go down 1 and over 2 to the right. What kind of line? We have greater than or equal to. Alright, so it's going to be a solid line. Okay, if it's equal to, it's going to be a solid line. Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Alright, step 3. We're going to sub in any point that's not in our line. We could use 0, 0 again. Alright, so 0 is greater than or equal to -1/2 times 0 plus 2. Alright, 0 is greater than or equal to 2. Alright, another one, that's no. Alright, so we're not going to shade this side right here. Alright, we're going to shade the side opposite. Okay. Opposite 0, 0. Doesn't have to be great. Okay, just do your best. Alright, go on to the practice section, and I'll do a couple problems for you if you need more help. And be sure to ask questions if you need some.